Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings, and today we're doing the Libra Weekly Tarotscope. This will be for February 8th through the 14th. We have a full moon coming on the 9th, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow for me anyway. I don't know when you're watching this. Full moons are always a time of showing us what we need to release in order to manifest what it is we want. They kind of show us what's holding us back. So what I'm going to do before I start the reading is I'm going to pull a card for you guys to see what it is you need to release for the full moon, and to pull a card to see what it is you're manifesting. So this should be exciting, right? All right, so let's see what it is you need to release. You need to let go of control. You have all this passion and all this desire for something, and to some extent I feel like almost like you're trying to hold back this energy, but you don't need to hold this energy back. It's almost like you're feeling all this confidence, you're feeling all this energy, you're feeling all this desire, but you're also holding it all back. And you don't need to. Yeah. You're holding back taking some kind of action. You're holding back communicating something. You're holding back expressing something. And this is saying this is not the time to hold back on this anymore. Especially with this card, this very strong Aries energy. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of desire. And the more you hold that in, you're just going to end up, it's going to turn into frustration. It's going to turn into resentment. So whatever it is that you're holding back from, for some of you, I feel like you're holding back having some sort of conversation with somebody maybe. You're not being fully open to somebody about what it is that you desire or what it is that you want. Like you're waiting for the right moment, or you're not wanting to say the wrong thing, or you're trying to keep the peace. But this is saying the more you hold this in, it's just going to continue to kind of fester and turn into resentment. So let's see what it is that you are manifesting. Faith. Oh. So have faith in your dreams. To some extent, it's kind of saying you're holding back something because maybe out of a fear of rejection, or a fear that it's not going to go the way you want it to, or because of a desire to keep the peace. But in that, you're keeping what it is you want out of reach. And you're slowly losing more and more faith in whatever this is, because again, you're kind of sitting on all this passion and sitting on all this desire, and nothing is coming from it. But this is saying, take that energy and get moving, and have confidence that you're going to get what you want. Again, I do feel that for some of you, you're holding back having some kind of conversation. You're holding back communicating with somebody, and it might be out of a fear of rejection. But again, keep that faith and confidence in who you are, because regardless, holding this in is just going to keep eating you up. Okay. So let us get to the reading and see what else we get. Yeah. Oh. Wow, that is intense energy. You guys definitely do have a lot of intense energy. And it's probably a lot to do with this full moon because it's a full moon in Leo and it's given us that really strong passion energy. So you're feeling a stronger desire for something. But in the same sense, this is something that has been leaving you feeling so defeated. This is probably something that you've wanted, you've made effort towards before, but you felt defeated. You have, you know, this energy of success coming in. And again, you have this desire. I feel like for some of you, you're really dealing with a lot of tense energy between you and another person. There's a lot of ego energy in this. It's like somebody really doesn't want to back down on their position. They don't want to back down on their stance. Which is probably why you're holding, you know, if you're holding back having some conversation with this person or talking to this person or opening up to this person, I feel like you're holding back because of this energy that they're presenting to you. They have this very aggressive wanting to win. This is a very strong wanting to win. And so it could even be that you are holding back having this conversation. You're holding back from opening up to this person because you're both at this standstill of not wanting to be the first person to reach out or not wanting to be the first person to say anything. Like it's that kind of yeah, let's see what else we get. Yeah, there's a lot. You're very conflicted. You're feeling very conflicted. And again, I feel like you're getting this, you know, surge of energy and desire and passion and you have nowhere to put it really. I feel like you and another person have been in this battle for a long time. You've been in this kind of ego battle. Not in a really intense negative way, but you know, neither one of you are really budging. You both are waiting for the other to communicate, waiting for the other to reach out, waiting for the other to apologize, waiting for the other to open up about their desires. Neither one of you are wanting to be in that place of being vulnerable with each other at all. So with this Ten of Swords, this is it's become so intense. It's become so overwhelming because there's so much that is not being said. There's so much that's not being addressed. The only thing that's being addressed really is this conflict. So with this Hermit card, it's kind of saying you have to change your perception. If you notice, this Knight of Wands is really laser focused on one thing. He has all his desires and he's focused on one thing. He can't see anything else around him because of this helmet. The Hermit card is the card of looking deeper, of wanting a deeper understanding. With all of this intense energy, it's really important to be able to take a step back from this, because you're not going to be able to see any of it clearly when you're standing in it, especially with all of this energy you're feeling right now. So this Hermit card and this Ten of Swords card is saying, you know, let go of this conflict for right now. Let go of trying to figure this out right now. Let go of the fear of rejection, of the fear of being vulnerable. I kind of want to say too, you're seeing more conflict in this situation than is really there. You're seeing that there's going to be conflict when you approach this person and have this conversation with this person. But in reality, I feel like this person is wanting a peaceful resolution to this also. Ooh, that's 4 fives. That's conflict and change. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I love you guys. This does seem like it's going to be a pretty intense week for you. But it's all about change. You're manifesting a major change in your life. You have 5 fives. That's all about change. And with any change comes conflict, good or bad change. There's going to be conflict because all change involves letting something go to bring in something new. There's a lot of tension in this connection to this person. There's a lot of built up resentment. There's a lot of built up anger. Because I feel for the most part, a lot of things have not been communicated between the two of you. You're both very leery about showing that vulnerable side. And this is something that's been going on between the two of you for a long time. I feel for the most part, you've both kind of wanted to, it might be that one of you has been that type of person that's been trying to make things right, trying to make things easy for the other person, and the other person has taken advantage of that. With the 5 of Pentacles being your overall energy, this is feeling very left out. This is feeling left out in the cold. This is feeling like there's no security, there's no stability within this connection. This is just feeling kind of left out in general. This is feeling insecure in general. You have the 10 of Pentacles here and the Ace of Swords. The 10 of Pentacles to me is saying long term. This has been a long-term conflict with this person. This has been a long-term battle with this person. And for the most part, it has come to both of you like wanting to win this battle. Both of you fearing rejection. Both of you not wanting to open up to something because of the fear of rejection. Also because both of you know there's all this tension built up. And you feel like it's going to just kind of blow up. We do have the 5 of Cups. That's the card of regret. This is intense. I'm sorry for whoever this is for. There is so much that has not been communicated. There's so much being held in. There's desire being held in. Your desire for each other, the desire to talk to each other, the desire to feel anything for each other. It's like you both are holding this back. Both of you. And it's come to this point that you're both at this intense standstill. Waiting to see who's going to break first. Oh, okay. I do want to point out, you have the Moon card and you have the Strength card, which is the Leo card. This is a full moon in Leo on the 9th. This full moon, this is saying that this full moon is really affecting you. You're really feeling this. The person you're connecting with is feeling this. This full moon is particularly about showing us the areas in our life where we lack confidence, where it's going to show us where we have all this passion and determination for something and desire for something, but it's also going to show us where we hold ourselves back because we lack confidence. It's going to highlight every aspect of your life that you lack confidence in. So all of these intense feelings and emotions that you're feeling right now, this is highlighting to you your insecurities. And so within this connection, there's a lot of, again, I think there's a fear of rejection on both ends. Because I feel that you both have had such a strong desire for this connection, and it's not, you guys have been blocked from this or not pursued this. And so there's all this tension built up. There's all this frustration built up. And again, both of you are in this place of wanting to have the other person make the first move. This is such stubborn energy. I'm asking for what guidance, and it's like the Hangman and the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. That's blocking, blocking, blocking. You're blocking, you're blocking. You're being blocked. You feel like you're being blocked. You're getting stuck in the same pattern of thinking, and that's what's leaving you stuck. Again, if you look at this, this Four of Pentacles, he's holding on to everything he has, and he has his hand out. He's not going to open up until he gets this one last piece of information. This is what you both are doing to each other. You both are doing this to each other. You both are holding back. You're both waiting for the other person to hold up. You're like, I'm right here. And you're both holding back. Which is why this energy is so intense. But having all these fives is saying this has got to change. And this is why this feels so intense right now. This has got to change, or it's going to be in this same place forever. And it's a matter of letting go of waiting. Letting go of waiting for the other person to make the move. You have to look at why, the reason why is it important to you for this person to open up first? Why is it that important? What is that giving to you? What is the risk of being the first person to open up? What is the risk of being the person that's going to, kind of take that leap? What is the risk in that? What are you losing in that? And what are you losing in keeping it, waiting for the flip of, waiting for the other person? Because it's like there's so much intensity being built up right now. And if somebody doesn't allow that vulnerability to come through, or let go of this intense energy and kind of try to approach this in a different way, it's going to end up being like this huge blowout. And again, it's going to be all these resentful feelings, kind of just coming out. I want to say, too, that some of you feel like there's other people that are holding you back from this connection. you're feeling blocked by other people. But the more you see that, the more you're manifesting that. The more you're seeing that there's distraction, and the more you're focused on that, you're just making that energy stronger. Be bold and make the first move. And bring love into the situation. So, I know. I know it's hard to be vulnerable, but that's exactly what this is saying. You have to kind of let your guard down and be vulnerable. I know. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to be the vulnerable one. But there's way too much intense energy, and you're just going to lose your shit if you don't. And the other person is going to lose their shit too, because the other person is in the same boat as you are. You guys need to have this out in the open. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it at that, although I don't feel that I was very much help to you guys this week, and I apologize. I am sending you guys much, much love. I hope you have an amazing week. Bye-bye.